Once you go black, you can never go back.
Hello and welcome again to our
Yes, so we're back.
Tubi. I'm Marcellus,
I'm Mary Kerr.
and as you see, we caught a beautiful day out here at the Round Hill Farm in Elizabeth, Pennsylvania. It's an active farm that you can bring your family and see how the animals are fed, catered to.
They're wild, Beb, huh?
Yeah,
They're wild.
yeah.
Let me show them a little bit of what's around here. There, the ducks, the geese.
Yes, and a few turtles once the weather changed.
Yep. Up there are some more farm animals there.
Yeah.
And a lot of visitors for today. A lot of people are visiting this farm actually today, and it's nice.
It's beautiful.
Spring is almost
is on
here.
the way.
Yep,
It's on the
spring
way.
is almost here.
It is
So
definitely on the way.
we'll continue on, Bab.
Yes,
What we started before.
we're continuing on where we left off. We shared our journey in our last episode during the few years that led up to my first visit. And it is interesting because the anticipation after 2 years, it's 2 years that we were talking, and then I scheduled
Finally.
my flight in September 2019. 2019
Yeah, the
in
feeling,
September,
yeah.
and the
Feeling
excitement.
of excitement.
Yes.
Finally, it's coming.
I was looking at every YouTube channel possible to learn a little bit of the culture and the food, and I remember looking at one video that captured the wet market in Manila.
Where all the fresh
Seafood and fish
seafoods and everything.
And
the programs that he's watching are all about Philippines.
Yes,
Philippines.
yes.
He's been touring Philippines all this time.
Yes.
I mean,
I was building up the momentum
virtually.
for that grand meeting.
Yeah.
And it was so exciting.
Uh-huh.
I had everything. I got my passport, check. I got my my account straight, check. I got the tickets, check.
Your luggage,
check. Yeah, everything was
your
just
stuff
like
is ready, huh?
Everything.
Everything.
And I'm talking about. I was prepared several months ahead. I mean, I'm literally talking about the suitcase was packed. The
months ahead of
clothes
time.
were packed months ahead. I was just so excited. And what about you?
Everything is ready. I am a kind of person that when before travel, my thing would be ready. If I know the date of my travel, I would be ready for a year before the travel. But I knew that he was coming. I got my luggage packed too, because I'm gonna meet him in the lab. So everybody is excited. My mom, my dad, the house has been prepared. And I already wrote down the food that would be prepared for him, where we're gonna go, the itinerary, everything was prepared, everything was ready.
The momentum of the build-up of that moment.
You gotta know it's the
was
first
second
time.
to none. It was
First
just
time,
awesome.
The first time of meeting,
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's a mixed emotions of feeling nervous, feeling the excitement is just on the top of it.
It was awesome.
Now we're ready.
And
Now we're ready.
I was to fly out of JFK Airport, and then from JFK Airport to Japan, and Japan into
Manila.
Manila. everything was right. But then
One
one night,
night,
this beautiful young lady asked me if I had everything together and to check my ticket. And I'm like, I don't
you
need
remember
to.
how I said it?
Yeah.
Did you remember how I said it?
I can't remember,
I
but
said, Beth. Because I am very organized when it comes to papers that I want to everything to be intact, everything I want to print out, everything I want to clip all together. So I told her, Beth, can you please look at again your ticket and check just to finalize, just one more look.
yeah,
And he said everything is good.
yeah,
Babe.
yeah. You know, it's
Everything is
a
okay,
man
babe.
thing. You know, we got it. We got this, babe. Got this.
Everything
It's
is
all right.
okay.
It's cool. So I get home that night. Now, meanwhile, she got cookout arranged, family friends coming over, da 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 da. And I'm like, babe, I got my end. My end is okay. So that night, I get home, and I'm lying on the bed, and I'm like, why would she ask that question? And I kid you not, folks, it was like 2 days from me flying out.
That's right. Very, very close.
Yeah, it was
very,
real
very
close. It was, And I'm like,
2 days or
why
3
she-
days, something
why
like
would
that.
she do that? Let me just go check. So I went back and I checked my ticket. And when I checked my ticket, Lord and behold, my middle name had one letter
That is
that was
misspelled.
misspelled. One letter. They probably would not even have caught it.
Yeah.
But the chances are of me catching it.
Oh, there are so many possibilities,
is-
Beth.
Yes, it.
Yeah.
So
it's the letter U that is supposed to be letter A.
Yes.
In your middle name, which
right,
is
it's
Douglas.
supposed to be letter A.
Douglas is supposed
and
to
it was
be.
a letter U.
Yeah. So
And-
when we found that out,
Oh, my
the
God.
feeling of like,
Well, wait. Now, wait, because I had to call I had actually called
the company.
the Chinese airline because incidentally I misquoted that. I flew out of I was supposed to fly out of JFK to Shanghai, China, into Manila, and and so I called the Chinese airline. I said, "Ma'am, listen, there was a discrepancy on my ticket. Is there any kind of way that y'all can rectify this problem? I know the tickets are electronic." She said, "Sir, I'm sorry. You
they
can
can
do
change.
that on domestic flights,
My goodness.
but we can't do that with international flights. You'll have to rebook and buy another ticket." I said, "You got to be kidding me, ma'am." I said, "Are you serious?" And then I said, "Are y'all going to refund me the total amount of my money?" And they said, "No." Wow. So this was a big letdown, and oh my goodness, my heart sunk because of the anticipation and everything that went into leaving out. And I had even submitted time for my vacation to go over there, and everything was looking great. And here it comes down to this one error,
Yeah.
one typo, and they said that, look, we can't change it. And I remember telling Mayor Carr, breaking that bad news. It was as though I was going down
It was like a nightmare to me.
a
It was like
narrow
a bad
road. Yeah, it was like a
dream.
nightmare.
A bad dream that I want to wake up because the feeling of everything has been prepared. Everything, my excitement was already up to here.
Yes.
And then the walls. I have a surprise for him. I have bought balloons to welcome him, like welcome home, something like that.
Yeah.
But I was working with it, and when that happened, I just busted out crying.
Yeah, it was
For weeks.
it was like a funeral. It really was. It was that, but I said, "No, babe." I said, we're gonna come through this. We're gonna shake ourselves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna reschedule our flight, and we're gonna get there. And so
And the thing is, every day I would wait for an update if he already had booked another flight.
Yeah.
You know, that every time he calls, what I want to hear is, okay, babe, I rebooked the flight. I've been patiently waiting and waiting for that time. When the flight was already rebooked and would be finally, I could hear that, okay, I'm coming to you, and something like that. We just.
And this here, I want to say this. This is one of the challenges that we had in our long distance relationship that again proved that when two couple are determined to make the relationship work, you're not going to allow little things or even large things to derail your relationship. And that's what we were determined to do. And I had to encourage my wife, because I know that she had made a lot of plans, a lot of preparation, and a lot of effort went into the planning preparation to come down to, well, I got to cancel. I remember some of her friends were then questioning even me, saying, "Wow, is this guy legit?
Is he real? Is he real?
Is he one of those guys that he leads you so far and then just kind of stand you up?" And so, I couldn't blame them because they don't know me,
But I want to let you know that even though there will be people that are in doubt of you not coming, because they have a lot, we can blame them. That's what you have said. But in myself, I know how he does. I know for those conversations that we had, and I know that. His desire is also to visit badly Philippines to see me.
Sure.
So I know what had happened, because I remember that time when he booked the ticket, he was too tired. It was at the middle of the night when he's about to sleep. So I told him, "Babe, please, next time when you book, you book it in daytime so that you are on your state who is really awake."
Right.
So the Manila hotel, the room, the accommodations there, everything all set. So we have no choice but to cancel what needs to be canceled and make use of what couldn't be canceled.
And that's what we did. Is I went in.
Oh my goodness!
I booked my next flight for January 13th.
Next year.
Yeah, January 13th, 2020. And again, that was just you'll have those little obstacles that challenges your relationship, and that's what makes the relationship strong. Those little hiccups or those little obstacles or little small hills or mountains that you encounter, and it brought us even closer together because we became our own support system.
That's right.
Along with God being the center of our relationship, of course. And so that is what held us together. So we were able to encourage, and I told her, I said, look, it's going to even be better. And so
that's where our really faith got started to even became stronger and stronger, because all we gotta have to do is to trust God. Lord, if you didn't allow us to meet this time, we know that you have a better plan.
Sure.
And we just have to cry out the lonely moments. We just cried, and we replace it by just praying together and encouraging each other, because we are both in our down moments at those times. And I remember I have to go to Manila to make use of the room accommodation.
Yeah, I forgot about that. That's a good
everything, Ben.
Yeah, because I had already paid and booked the hotel and the pay for the plane from San Jose to Manila.
And Manila back
to San Jose. So we didn't want to discard those tickets and get rid of them. So what we did is I said, babe, go on down to Manila, enjoy yourself. Take some time off, have vacation, and go ahead and enjoy yourself.
How can I enjoy knowing that vacation is supposed to be with him? I went alone there, but you know what? We have no choice but to make use of that. But I had a good time also there, because I had to I move myself and just have my quiet time, my quiet moments in that
Yeah.
room, in that entire stay. I'm just gonna have my Bible study and just praying and talking to him as if he was there. So we made use of that. I remember going back to Antique. I heard they've been calling your name because we're supposed to be together. And you know the feeling of where's Marcellus? And I said, oh my goodness, yes, they're calling Marcellus' name, but because they
That's
have to
right.
call it because you know
That's right. Yeah,
he's not
yeah.
yet on his
Not
seat,
even
so
on the
they gotta
plane.
have to call him.
Wow.
And yeah, those were
So it
one
was
of the lowest moments.
what could have been a total loss end up being utilized
We utilized.
for her convenience. So it wasn't all loss. It's just that when the planning and the anticipation and the excitement goes into a particular date, and then something derails those plans, that can be kind of like a letdown. But you got to rebound. That's the point. And that's what we did. Is we rebound. Said, you know what? I'm coming anyway, and it was even better.
Yeah.
It was even,
Yeah.
because we weren't missing nothing. We made sure
That's right.
everything was dressed
Yes,
right, dressed
yes.
in order,
And double check.
and double check.
everything.
Yeah.
Everything
Oh,
was double
exactly.
checked now.
Exactly.
So the next flight happened last January 2020.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
the excitement now is even more than before.
Yes.
You know, babe, the checklists are all checked. Yeah, they're all good. They're all good.
Yeah. So we
this
had
is the
everything.
moment. This
We
is
had
the moment.
everything together. I flew into JFK.
To Japan.
No, JFK, New York.
To
John
John F. Kennedy.
Yeah.
To Japan.
Yeah, but I flew in there. Remember now, when I got there, everything was good. She was all excited. I said, "Babe,
At
I'm in
JFK first.
Yeah,
At
JFK.
Yes.
I was in
yes.
the airport. She was all excited.
Yep. Yep.
And all of a sudden, the unthinkable happens. And I said, I cannot believe this. When I'm looking at the news, and on CNN News, here they say that Manila is being hit with a volcano. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. And so
That was the Bulkan Taal that had exploded. We call it the
Okay.
Bulkan Taal, or the Taal volcano
Okay,
that
okay.
had exploded, and all the flights have been canceled going to Manila because of the
ash, volcano ash.
Yep, and it's so dangerous. And even my flight has been canceled too. I mean, everything. So one down from the canceled flight last September. This is the number 2, the second one here.
Now I gotta say this. You gotta understand, folks. We already had the first flight in September of 2019 that was canceled. Now here we're in January 2020, and we're faced with the same type of dilemma. And here all the flights. I'm literally looking at the screen and seeing them just canceled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and so I'm on the phone, and I told Miracle, I said, babe.
Actually, I was the one who told you first, and then when you found out it's there, because I said, babe, check your flights there because flights here have been canceled. And then when he found it out, so that's what he said.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, babe, let me check it out. So he checked, and all the flights have been canceled there. So,
Honey, good morning to you. I don't know if you are already traveling to the airport, but I'm sure you're already. But if you get a chance and you get a connection there, please meet me on Marco Polo. The flights to Manila are being cancelled because the sky is getting more of the ashes of the volcano. You check your email from time to time about your flight from Tokyo to Manila. They will be sending updates but we are confident and we put our trust to God, and we have faith that God had planned this, that God had scheduled this, and everything will be alright. It's just for the moment. It's just for the moment, the updates for the moment. You will be flying on Wednesday. Tomorrow is still Monday. So you will be flying from Wednesday from Tokyo to Manila, and I will be flying on Tuesday morning. So in case there will be changes, you will be notified if there will be changes in flights or whatsoever. So God bless you. Please, upon receiving this Marco Polo, babe, I want you to please agree with me and sit down and pray for this now. I'm praying for this too. We have faith that God's gonna pursue everything. Right, love? I love you. I just prayed. I just did. I love you, sweetheart. Everything will be alright. Just letting you know.
The TV at the house has been on 24 hours because I want to know the
Well,
update.
and before that, now after we had saw that the flights were canceled, nothing was going out of JFK, and I didn't have a hotel room booked for me to stay overnight.
Yeah.
So I had to make a solid decision because I had to get back to Pittsburgh or stay overnight and see what's going to become.
What's the update? What's going to be the
I
update?
remember I told Maricard, and this is why it's good to have a partner whose faith level is intense like yours, or on the same level as yours, because I had told her, I said, babe, I'm gonna have to make a decision. Meanwhile, my kids are calling.
I know.
Because this
I
is
remember
global
that.
now.
I remember that.
They're calling me and said, Dad, where are you? Are you aware that there's a volcano in the Philippines? I said, yes, I am aware. They said, where are you? Are you still going over there? Dad, please don't go.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
now the heighten of fear
Yes.
is now gone to another level. With my kids, they're concerned with their dad making a bad decision.
Right.
And I remember I said, babe, I said, I'm going to have to make a decision. And her faith spoke so loud and clear. She said, babe, can't we believe God like we've done before? Can't we believe God? And immediately my faith said, yes, we can. Let's pray. And so we prayed that God would intervene, shut down the volcano, do what he needed to do to get those flights. And I told my wife, I said, Maricard, listen, I'm going to stay here overnight. I'm going to sleep in the terminal, and we'll leave the results to
Yeah,
God.
I remember you said that. I really remember that. We're gonna leave the
right.
results to God.
Leave it to God.
And meanwhile, my eyes are bulging because I've cried the whole night. Because, the feeling of frustration.
Sure.
But you're going to have to get up and, and build up your faith again. And say,
Right,
babe,
right.
let's pray together. Come on,
Right.
let's do this together. So,
So,
I was shocked.
that morning?
I was shocked. The next morning,
Yes.
he called me on his phone. Babe, I'm in Japan Airlines.
Well, hold on now. Hold on. You're skipping some things. Hold on. You get your anticipation. Hold on. So,
I'm just excited. What happened?
So what happened was that morning, I look up on the screen and I seen that the flights going into Tokyo. Now my flights in September was going from JFK to Shanghai, but the new tickets had me going from JFK
To Japan.
to Haneda.
Haneda, Japan.
Yeah, Haneda, Japan. And so when I seen that, oh my God, man, you're talking about joy unspeakable and full of glory. I was so excited that, man, I'm actually coming. I called up Maricard and said, babe, they lifted the band. We
Yeah.
can. I'm going to be coming into.
You're already at the plane when you called.
Well, here we go. 14-hour flight to Tokyo. Pray for me. We travel over the waters. Our angels is all out there, so we'll be safe. Okay? Love you. See you when I get there.
When I saw him in the plane, I cried again. I cried, and I teared up for joy.
Tears of joy.
Because finally, and we just praise God. We just thank God that, oh my, after that feeling of
Yes.
ooh, and then now he's coming, and finally I have also to get myself together and to go to Manila to pick him up at the airport.
Yes.
And you know, the flight in San Jose was being canceled. So I have to go to Aklan to fly from there to Manila, and I came to Manila late at night already. But I haven't slept the whole night because I know that the next early morning he's arriving around 7 o'clock in the morning. But you know what? I was already at the airport.
Yeah,
3
well,
o'clock in the
let me
morning.
tell you how that happened. So, you know, I'm really excited. You know, I'm flying into Manila, and I'm excited, and I already envision this little short, petite, pretty, beautiful, black, silky, long-haired woman waiting for me, and I can see me just moving slow motion, coming down the ramp, running into the arms of this beautiful woman that was waiting. And when I got off, I looked around, wasn't a soul there at the end of the ramp, because I was like one of the last ones to get off the plane, and I didn't see no mirror car, and I'm like, wow, where's she at? Oh my God! So I had to continue on going through custom. And so I went through, trying to wait for her
Yeah,
to see where
he
she's
waited
at.
a long time. I
And
think you waited for an hour.
Yes, it was about an hour, and my heart sunk, folks, because I said, "Oh my God, the worst has happened to me. The very thing that I dreaded
He thought.
is that I done got scammed."
Yeah, he thought it was scam.
That's-
My God.
I done
He
got
thought it
over
was
here.
scam. But you know why we haven't met in that point where we're supposed to meet? Because he waited on the wrong waiting area. He's supposed to go out of the terminal to wait on those letters that where the waiting area is supposed to be.
Yeah, there was a
And he didn't- Yeah,
miscommunication.
he didn't came out. I was there waiting since 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock in the morning, and he's arriving at 7 o'clock. I saw it in the screen. A flight from Haneda, Japan, had just arrived, and I could still remember the feeling of, oh my God, he's there. Yeah, so it was already late. It was past 8 already. He's not yet around. I have to come in and a shortcut so that I could just look if there more. I literally have to ask, is there more are there more
Yeah.
passengers there inside?
And meanwhile, folks, you gotta understand, I had, because I got American phone, I
He can't.
had to ask a cab driver who was so very kind, if he could call her number.
Yep. I
And
remember
thank
that.
God it went through, and it was nice. He said something like, "Miss, is this Miracle?
Yes.
We have a gentleman here that's
I
been
know
looking
already,
for you."
babe. I know already. When he said, "Hello, Miss Mary Carr," I know already that this is somebody that he used so that he could contact me.
Yeah.
So he said, I remember he said, "Somebody here is waiting for you, has been looking for you all this time." And I said, yes. Who is it? Where is he at? So he told me the direction. I have to run there.
Yeah, and that was
My
so
God.
special.
I
That was so
saw
special.
him. I saw him coming out of the
Yeah.
door. I I could still remember the swag that you have, Bev, while you're walking. You're walking like you were just calm down. I didn't know what he went through inside the terminal because, he thought that he was scammed, so he's a little bit frustrated inside. But when I saw him coming out, I have to say,
Yeah.
oh my God.
Well, folks, I had to keep it cool and calm, collective. But I was really jumping out inside. I was really excited because it was like a dream come true.
I know.
I'm getting
I know
to
that
meet the
feeling.
woman that I've talked to for two years up to this point, and here we're finally meeting for the first time, and then you'll have to tune in next time in the next episode to find out how they had planned the activities, and some of the things that we did was off the chart. I tell you what, vacation was never the same for me after going to the Philippines. It was a time of my life, and so you'll have to tune in.
Before we proceed, what was the first word that we uttered when we finally met at the airport? Can you remember?
I love you.
Oh yeah, I love you. That has been said many times.
No, I'm playing it safe, folks. If you can't remember, just say I love you. That'll go over all the time. So I just say, well, I love you.
I have
What
to.
was it, babe? What
I
was
have
it?
to run across the street to meet him, and that was the first time I've seen a very tall man. And the first word that I said, "You are so tall." You remember that?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
are so tall.
Yeah,
And he
that's
looked
the
down
first
to me
time.
as if I am up to his waist. He looked down to me, and even I reached kissing him because he is so tall. So the guards and that cab driver that had helped him call me, they were just looking and
Yeah,
they were just happy.
Yeah, they were clapping, and it was like
That was so fun.
all the dots connected. And
Yeah.
but we're gonna have to share with you.
Yes, our experience together.
Yeah, the experience
Yeah,
together,
when
and
he arrived at
family,
the- at
and
Antigua.
and the culture. It was one of the most memorable moments that I've had, and I've been to a couple countries. I would say by far that the Philippine experience was second to none. It was that impressive, and I really enjoyed it. And but you'll have to stay tuned to hear
Yeah, we're gonna
how we
see
were
you.
able
Yep.
to continue on.
Yep.
It says,
Stay tuned.
God really blessed the visitation, and it was so beautiful.
So please, we are newbies at this YouTube videoing or vlogging. So please like our video, subscribe and share. So we just want to inspire you. We just want to share our love story, which is so beautiful, and to inspire also other couples there who are in long distance relationship that it's gonna work. It's gonna work, and it's worth it.
Just be patient.
Yep. So we'll see you at our next video.
All right.
Once again, we are M&Mfavor,
favors.
and thank you so much for watching. Oh, oops! I'm gonna leave this one line before we go. You know what's that? Once you go black, you can never go back. You didn't expect that, huh? Yeah, but just a blessing to be with my dad. Thank you so much. God bless you.
God bless. Bye-bye.